GeroTheHero, and this is my review of ReZero episode 19. And I know I haven't been covering the previous episodes, but I really want to cover this show because I always follow it among other sequels that will be happening this summer. I really want to cover these because I know it's just going to keep ramping up till we get to the final episodes of this season. So I really wanted to cover it. I apologize I didn't cover ones that were earlier episodes, and I kind of feel weird to cover the ones before. Maybe I'll do an overall review later, maybe the first season, or maybe the overall review if we ever get done with this. Well, anyways, after the last emotional episode, we find out that Subaru has gained his confidence and has Rem's support, and he starts up his plan to use the appearance of the white whale to get everybody involved. He uses his prior knowledge from his past deaths and the use of his cell phone to get his plan going. We find out that Krush has the ability to tell if someone lies, and Subaru is not lying, but he's also not telling the truth of where he got the info. Anastasia shows up with Russell, and everyone shows interest within because of the mining rights. So they're motivated by money as well as defeating the white whale. And what we find out is that Subaru brilliantly gets an alliance through all his past failures, which I could say is Subaru's true strength, is learning from his past mistakes. He basically, because everybody considers it a media, he uses it as a negotiation to give to Russell later. So he can get his support. And the question is whether or not the cell phone is going to be useful later after he loses it. I kind of wonder if, like, later on he might need it and he doesn't have it. We also find out that Subaru planned everything ahead of time and that Anastasia's interruption was planned as well. We find out that William's wife has been taken by the white whale, so it's his chance for revenge. So basically, William's kind of like an Ahab. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Moby Dick. It's a classic book about a guy that's after a whale for his whole life. So William's kind of like a Ahab chasing after this whale. Subaru lies about knowing this, and we know that Krish can kind of see through his lies. So we know that her power is actually legit. So then we find out that Krish was going to go after the white whale, and that's why in the previous time periods that Subaru couldn't get transport easy. And then we have a little scene where Subaru picks out a dragon mount, and he says it's love at first sight, and this kind of miffs Rem. So there's this little trope. Probably everybody's seen it where like the two people that are rivals kind of have daggers or lightning between them. So it's kind of funny that like Rem and the Mount have like little like lightning going between them, like they're rivals. So it was kind of funny. So we find out that Subaru's plan is to be the bait. Krish believes him because of her powers of figuring out who's telling the truth. We also find out that soldiers from the first raid are joining in this fight and are thankful to Subaru. We find out that this has been a terror for the world for 400 years and was created by the witch. So even though Subaru lied about the cell phone, Rem kind of saw through this and tells him that she has complete faith in him. We also find out that William's wife was the master swordsman, as we would assume that she was fighting the white whale. The alarm goes off, and at first we think that Subaru was wrong about the whale appearing, and he shows up in the sky. Rem attacks him. So, like everyone, I am very interested in what's going to happen next and how they're going to. So, I'm going to try to keep up with the episodes from this point on, hopefully. So, like always, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. I'll be trying to keep up with the rest of the I'm interested in, and I will see you next time.